Pork and pasta e fagioli here tonight on Great Tastes of Manitoba with Laura Lyons, Manitoba Pork. It's no secret that Italians have added a lot to this collective understanding we have of what tastes good. And so here's another recipe to add into the mix, and we've added pork to it tonight, Laura.
Yes, we have. So we have lean ground pork again. And just something to note, any ground meat that's labeled lean will not have any more than 17% fat. So that goes for any ground meat.
Okay.
That's a labeling law, essentially.
Okay.
So we've already got our lean ground pork. It's cooked to well done. We're gonna add our onion.
Okay, so more peak of the market onion. We got some carrots coming up here as well.
And we've got some garlic into the pot. And we're gonna cook that just until it's fragrant. So again,
so just as a kind of, there it is.
Right, just
we're ready.
As it hits the nose, and you don't want to burn the garlic, so that's an important piece. All right, so to this, we're gonna add our carrots. We're gonna add celery. We're gonna add a whole can of diced tomato, very carefully.
Yeah, see, I would help you with that, but not today.
There we go. And then we're gonna add something called passata.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about this, because I think this might be a new ingredient for some folks.
Yeah, so here it is, a half cup of passata. So this is, it's a tomato sauce that is free of seeds and skins. It's not processed. So that's the main difference. It's not processed with high heat like a canned tomato sauce would be.
As a paste, or as a paste would be?
Right, yeah. So you'll find it in a jar. It has a shelf life of about 5 days once it's opened. So you want to use it up or freeze it.
I think it's one of those things, if you could not, easily get passata, that you could use like a tomato paste instead, or would you use
tomato
like
sauce.
a tomato puree or something like
Yep,
that? Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that passata is going to give the soup a really nice velvety texture.
Wonderful.
So then we've got 5 cups of reduced sodium chicken broth.
Okay. Yeah.
Into the pot.
So like, just an extremely comforting, I just think, well, just soup in general, right? It's just always like hug from the inside.
Yeah.
And of course, lots of super healthy things in there as well.
And then we've got those red kidney beans.
Okay, so we can fire that in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little bit of extra protein in this soup. So go ahead, stir that up. And then we've got our array of spices.
So any particular order you would like these added in?
No, they can just go in. So that's basil, oregano, and rosemary.
Oh, yeah. Lots of it.
And then we've got a pinch of red pepper flakes that can go in as well. And I mean, if you like it a little bit spicier,
more
then
is
you can
okay.
do more, yeah, absolutely. And then we have a 1/4 cup of freshly chopped parsley. So that can also go in. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Excellent. Okay, so this would then cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. You want to cook it just until the carrots are kind of tender crisp.
Okay.
So you still want a bit of a crunch through the carrots. And
so just pop the lid on, let it simmer away for about 25. Okay.
Yeah, and then we've got our pasta on the side. And this is kind of it. We wouldn't cook our pasta in the soup because it's going to absorb too much of the cooking liquid. We've cooked the pasta just separately. And then the other thing too is that if you're making this soup and your intentions are to freeze it in portions for later in the month, you'd want to keep the pasta out because
it doesn't really freeze super well.
No, it doesn't. It'll just end up being a little bit mushy.
Okay, we don't want that.
So we don't want that.
Low mush, but we're gonna eat it right away. So we just put it. We probably do
so
it now.
Let's put it in.
Okay.
So let's add our pasta.
Yeah, beautiful.
Give it a little bit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, 20, 25 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, and then, so obviously this is not completely done, but just to kind of give you a sense of what this is going to look like, I'm gonna serve a little bit up here. And then what you have is shaved
Parmesan.
parm.
Yeah.
So then that's gonna melt right down, and you have a wonderful, well, any time of the week, but I'm thinking like weeknight, quick, delicious.
Yep.
And there you have it. So pork and pasta e fagioli here tonight on Great Tastes of Manitoba. When we come back, we get to meet another Manitoba farm family. Don't go away.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, filmed on location at Supper Central in Kenaston Commons.